Hello and welcome to another FL Studio assignment video. This time we're going to do FL Studio assignment 4. We're going to be on page 9 in your packet. So let's get started. Step number 1, you're going to open up a new FL Studio file. You should know the drill by now, new from template, minimal, and basic. Right here we're going to take the step sequencer in this assignment and we're going to extend it. So now we have 4 beats, which is 4 groups of 4. 1 is the gray, 2 is the red, 3 would be the next group of 4, and then 3 would be the next group, and then 4 would be the group of red right here. We're going to extend it. So step number 2, we're going to go in the step sequencer, this little box up on the upper left, and we see it's got a double kind of line right here. We're going to actually take that and we see how our arrow changes, the up and down arrow. We're going to hold the button just like you change patterns, and we're going to move it up, and we're going to change the number to the number 8. Okay, so now we have basically 8 beats, so it's an 8-beat pattern. 1, 2 on the red, 3 in the gray, 4 in the red, and then it repeats. 5 on the gray, 6 on the red, 7 on the gray, and then 8 on the red. So here we are. Alright, step number 3, we're going to copy my pattern exactly. Okay, let's start with the kick. I drew the lines there so you guys could see it a little bit more. So 1, 3, and right before the red, right before it turns gray again. And there we go, and then right on the last gray pattern, the last group of gray. So there's our kick. Let's go to the hat. The hat looks similar to our basic beat, but slightly different. We're going to go over to this group of gray. It's going to be the third one of this group of gray. Good. In this group of red, again, make sure you guys totally get all of these so that it is correct. And that's it for the hat. We're going to go down to the snare drum, and I'm going to go on this red, and then this red right here. On the next red, the beginning one, and then on the last one, the last group of red, I'm going to hit all 4 on that group. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to need to add a VT crash. We're still step 3. Okay, it's located in the PAX Vintage folder. So you have your browser over here. If your browser is not there, you can click on this button right here to get the browser up. I'm going to shrink the structure, which is this little arrow right here. That way we can see everything. I'm going to go to PAX, and it is in the Vintage folder in PAX. So I'll open that up, and we need a VT crash, which is located here. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to drag it over and add it to the bottom of my collection of instruments right here. And you'll notice that we need 1 hit on the VT crash, which is right there. So this is what it sounds like so far. We're going to move on. Okay, flip the page. Step number 10. Step 4, page 10. Step 4. We're going to clone pattern 1. You learned how to clone patterns before. Okay, once again, you're going to go to your pattern 1 on the playlist right here. If you don't have your playlist, it is this button right here. So we need the playlist to show it. So we can see our pattern 1. Also, if your stuff looks like this and you don't see the patterns, bring your mouse down until you get that little double arrow with the line, and click and hold and drag it up. It's not gone. So pattern 1, we right click, we want to clone it, clone selected. Good, and now we're going to be in pattern 2. So step number 5, in pattern 2 you're going to need to right click on VT crash. So let's get that step sequencer back up. We're going to right click on VT crash, and I'm going to select Insert, and I want this instrument called Boo Bass, not Boo Bass. A bass is a fish, bass is an instrument. Okay, so we're basically adding a bass line here. Good, so we see this little piano pops up, and this is basically what your instrument sounds like. Okay, but we're not going to use this, at least for this assignment. We'll use the piano later. So I'm going to X that out, and I'm in my step sequencer right here. Boo bass. Okay, we are in step 6. Step 6. I'm going to add the hits on the boo bass just like I did. Okay, so I need 1 right here, and I need 1 in my second group of red, which is right here, and then my next group of gray, and then one right there. So now it should sound like this. And that's my pattern 2. Again, I'm on pattern 2. Step 7, I'm going to clone pattern 2. Go down to my step sequencer, right click on pattern 2, and clone selected. Alright, let's flip the page. We're on page 11. Step 8. I want to make sure that the boo bass light is on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. The boo bass light is on. This is the boo bass light. Okay? So if I click on this one, now the snare light is on. Okay, I want to make sure that the boo bass light is on. That means I'm manipulating the boo bass. I'm going to go over here to the tiny piano button, which is up at the top of the step sequencer. This is the tiny piano button. I'm going to click on that. Good. So now I see that I have all of these piano notes. So every time I have a hit on boo bass, there's an orange note right there. That's the one that I have. Okay. Notice all of them are in the same spot right here. So if I listen to it, they're all playing the same note. Step number 9 says, we have this right here, I want to change one of the notes. Okay. Experiment with the sound. I can make it higher or lower. So I'm going to take this one. Okay, so it says try to avoid large leaps. Okay, also try not to add an extra one. Okay, so if I brought it down here, it's going to be kind of hard to hear if you put it all the way down there. Let's listen. So actually, I'm going to kind of keep it pretty close to where I started. I'm going to keep it right there. I just brought it down 2 notes. Good, I'm going to keep it right here. Again, it's up to you. Step number 10, I'm going to clone pattern 3 to pattern 4. So right click on pattern 3, clone selected. Now I'm on pattern 4. You get my step sequencer up. It says, in pattern 4, repeat step 9, this time changing another note, only one note. Again, I need my boo bass light to be on. It is. Piano, I already changed this note. I'm going to change this next note. I just moved it down 1. Sounds fine to me. Good. I'm going to clone pattern 4 to pattern 5. Right click on pattern 4, clone selected. Step number 13. In pattern 5, add any boo bass notes you want. Any note on the piano as well, but we're going to keep my beat. So the kick, the clap, hat, and snare, VT crash, you can't change that, but you can add any kind of boo bass you want and any piano note you want. So this is where you can be creative. So I'm going to do something kind of funky here. I'm going to add a bunch of notes, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move each one of my notes. So it's going to kind of go down one note at a time. And maybe I'll bring it back up a little bit here. So you see how there's kind of a pattern. And maybe I'll kind of keep going here. And maybe I just won't do everything else. Maybe I'll kind of go back to normal here. So now it's going to sound like this. So I kind of have like a bass melody type of thing. Alright, step number 14. Okay, create your own pattern, your own beat in pattern 6. So I'm going to move to pattern 6. Nothing is in here. I want to have, it must have 8 beats, so I'm going to increase this to 8. And you must use boo bass. So I'll go ahead and I like to do my kicks kind of here. I'm going to kind of copy the basic beat again. Again, you're thinking groups of 4 for the basic beat, and then it just kind of starts over again. I'm going to add a couple kicks. do some hats like this. Just like this. Alright, now I'm going to add some boo bass notes. I'll change some notes on the piano. Alright, I'm going to keep my beat just like that. I kind of like how that goes. Maybe I'll add a little crash right at the beginning. Again, this is up to you. This is the one I created. Listen to it while you create it, and it'll help you a lot. Okay, step number 15, I'm going to arrange all 6 patterns in a row on the playlist. And I'm going to continue the song until I fill at least 20 measures. So I need my playlist. Again, this is my playlist right here. All 6 patterns in a row. Here's pattern 1. Make sure that you are at the beginning of the song as well. So pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4. Once again, don't overlap them. We don't want that to happen. Pattern 5 and pattern 6. Then I'm going to continue the song. I can do it however I want until I fill 20 measures. I can redo that. I can kind of skip them and go back and forth. If I really like one of the patterns, I could do it 2 times in a row. Okay, until I get to 20 measures. Looks like I got a little bit more than 20 measures up. Now I'm at 20 measures. Good. And we'll listen to the song. Song mode, here it is. And step number 16, the show Mr. Shore for your grade, you can save and upload to Google Drive your assignment form. That's it for this one. See you next time.